Much like 4 and 5, steps 8 and 9 have sent more people careening into the arms of relapse than most of the other steps combined. That's understandable. I mean, who wants to drudge up the past and admit their evil deeds to the people they wronged, then stand there exposed hoping they don't tear your guts out? No one does. But we must. Think of it like a final exam. You remember in school how you dreaded taking a test? But if you studied for it, you were relieved when it was over, and then it never really turned out to be as bad as you thought. And most of all, you were glad you studied and went through the process. You learned something and were better for it. That's kind of what these next 2 steps are like. In the first 3 steps, you made peace with God. In the next 4 steps, you made peace with yourself. Now it's time to make peace with others. And don't get caught up in the whole, I've made peace with God, so I don't have to do this mentality. Trust me, you can come up with a million reasons not to do this, and I can only give you one good reason why you should: to free yourself from the guilt and shame that have been holding you back your whole life. Making this list may be painful, but as the old saying goes, pain builds character. It's tough, it's miserable, it's scary, and it's absolutely necessary if you want your life back. We all have a guilty conscience, and it's not until we confront that guilt that we'll be set free from it. Now, the first step in this process is making a list. So here we go. Take out a piece of paper and start writing the names of the people you've harmed. Next to the names, write what you did wrong to them. Now, this step may take a while, and that's okay, there's no rush. You may even want to refer back to your step 4 inventory. It may help with this list. But take your time and reflect on each relationship. Be sure to examine your part in the harm that was done by you in each encounter. Be sure to reflect on everyone you've harmed in both big and small ways: family, friends, coworkers, even total strangers. Start with the big ones, people who you would want to avoid at all costs, and work your way down to the smaller ones. Put anyone you feel anger or hatred toward on that list, even if you don't think you did anything wrong. Now, don't worry about how you're going to make amends. That'll come later. Right now, let's just focus on who you need to make the amends to. All right, you ready to tackle this step? And first, let's just take a minute to say the prayer for step 8. Higher power, I ask for your help in making a list of all those I have harmed. I will take responsibility for my mistakes and be forgiving to others as you are forgiving to me. Grant me the willingness to begin my restitution. This I pray. Amen. A big part of this step is willingness, or being prepared, in a state of readiness. If I say I'm willing to climb a mountain but never buy any gear, train in climbing, or even make an effort to actually climb, then I was never really willing, was I? In step 8, we're prepping for the climb. In the next step, we'll test our willingness and actually start up the mountain. See you in step 9.